You want to know if a woman's into you? I'm not talking about the cute texts or the little heart emoji she sends before bed. I'm talking about real love. That deep, quiet kind. The kind you don't see on Instagram. Here's your first clue: she moves different. She doesn't wait for your request. She anticipates it. She doesn't ask, "Do you need anything?" She just shows up with what you need. You're drained after a long day? She's there with a meal, a drink, a word. You didn't even say it out loud, but she already knew. That's not guessing. That's emotional investment. And this isn't about being traditional or playing house. This isn't some outdated role play. It's not her trying to be a wife. It's deeper than that. It's her choosing to be present in your life, in small and quiet ways, every single day. A woman in love notices. She watches the way your shoulders drop when you're tired. She catches how your tone shifts when you're stressed. And without making a big deal out of it, she adjusts. No spotlight, no expectation of praise. Just action. You're not asking for help. She's already helping. You're not begging for peace. She's already protecting your peace. Not loudly, not dramatically, but consistently. And that consistency? That's what separates a woman who's passing time from a woman who's planted. She'll remember that story you told her 2 weeks ago. She'll follow up about the job interview you didn't even mention twice. She'll bring you your favorite drink, the exact one, without asking. And it's not about what it costs. It's about the fact that she cares enough to know. It's not just effort. It's instinct. Because here's what nobody tells you. When a woman is emotionally invested, your growth becomes part of her plan. She sees your rise as something that affects her future too. She wants to see you win, not for credit, not for control, but because when you shine, she feels it too. And that kind of energy? She's not giving that to 5 other guys. She's not burning herself out for someone who's temporary. She's not pouring like that if she sees you as just a chapter. If she's making your life easier, smoother, lighter, and doing it without needing to be told, you're not just another name in her phone. You're someone she's rooting for with her actions, not just her words. So pay attention. Real love doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it just walks into your life, folds your hoodie, makes you a plate, checks in, and leaves before you even realize what just happened. That's how you know. Not when she says she misses you, but when she proves, in the smallest, quietest ways, that she sees you. And more than that, she's with you. You really want to know if a woman's heart is in it? Don't just watch how she treats you when you're holding her hand. Pay attention to how she carries your name when you're not even in the room. Because anybody can play sweet when you're around. Anyone can post you on their story, laugh at your jokes, kiss you when it's convenient. But love? Real love shows up when your back is turned. When you're not there to impress. When no one's watching how loyal she really is. Ask yourself this: when your name comes up in conversation, does she protect it? Or does she let it get dragged through the mud just to keep things casual? People joke about your flaws, does she laugh along? If her friends criticize you, does she join in just to avoid rocking the boat? Or does she hold her ground and check the disrespect even if it's subtle? You see, silence is a choice. And in the moments where you're not around to defend yourself, the woman who loves you, she becomes your shield. Not because you asked her to. Not because she wants to look good. But because in her heart, your name means something. She knows your reputation isn't just yours, it's connected to hers. So she protects it like it's sacred. She'll shut down gossip before it starts. She'll cut off jokes that cross the line. She'll stop her own friends from running their mouths, and she'll do it without hesitation. She won't wait until you hear about it. She won't bring it up later like she did you a favor. She'll handle it in the moment, quietly, decisively. Because that's loyalty. That's emotional backbone. That's love without the performance. She doesn't play both sides. She doesn't smile at you and then shrink when others question your value. If someone talks down on your character, your ambition, your personality, she'll speak up. She'll make it clear, you're not to be disrespected. What? Because in her world, you're not just a guy she's dating. You're someone she's chosen. And when a woman has chosen you with her whole heart, she won't let anyone water down your image, even in your absence. It's easy to say, "I've got your back," when you're around. But when she's out with her girls, when you're not checking her phone, when you're not even thinking about what she might be saying, that's where her truth shows up. So forget the cute selfies. Forget the couple captions. Ask yourself this: when you're not in the room, is she still writing for you? Because if she's not defending you in silence, she's not truly with you in spirit. And brother, if your name doesn't feel safe in her mouth when you're not around, you're not safe in her heart either. You don't need a title to know if a woman's already chosen you. The signs show up way before the label does. Pay attention. Her behavior starts shifting quietly, without announcements, without pressure. She begins moving like you matter. She pulls back from distractions. The late-night texts from guys she barely talks to? They stop. The friendly hangouts with dudes who clearly want more? She cuts the access. Not because you asked, but because your presence already holds weight in her world. She starts filtering her environment. If something could mess with your peace, she distances herself from it. If something feels disrespectful to your energy, she steps back on her own. She's not waiting for you to draw the line, she draws it herself. That's what most men miss. Real love isn't loud. It's disciplined. It's thoughtful. It's intentional without needing instructions. She doesn't need a relationship status to start acting like she's all in. Her loyalty kicks in the moment she feels something real. Watch how she treats access. Not just to her time, but her energy, her space, her attention. You'll notice she starts protecting your bond. She becomes more private, more reserved. Less about being seen, more about building something that can last. She's not out here posting thirst traps for validation. She's not entertaining just friends with bad intentions. She's not needing the world's approval, because yours is already enough. And don't confuse this with control. She's not changing who she is. She's just aligning her actions with where her heart already is, next to you. You'll see it in small shifts. She's less available to the noise, more present with you. She won't risk losing something real just to feed a temporary ego. That's maturity. That's focus. That's someone who knows what she wants and won't gamble it for clout. She's not asking for a title to behave like she's yours. She's moving like it before you even bring it up. That's how you know this isn't a game. There's no scoreboard, no competition. Just quiet consistency. And here's the thing. A woman who's still keeping backup options isn't in love. She might like you. She might enjoy the vibe. But love? Love deletes the plan B without needing to be told. When she starts turning down invites that could compromise your trust, when she's checking herself before you ever check her, that's emotional exclusivity. And it's powerful because it's unprovoked. She's not doing it to earn your approval. She's doing it because her spirit already picked you. So if you're wondering where you stand, don't look at her words. Don't even focus on the label. Look at the decisions she makes when no one's watching. Because when a woman truly sees you as her man, she doesn't wait for permission. She starts protecting that space before it ever gets official. Everybody loves the version of you that's shining. When you're confident, collected, in control, that version's easy to root for. But love? Real love shows up when the light fades. When your world starts shaking. When you stop looking like the man everyone admires and start feeling like the man no one really sees. You'll know she's different when she stays through the parts of you you're still trying to understand yourself. When you can't fake the smile. When you're quiet, distant, maybe even a little broken, she doesn't run. She leans in. She doesn't treat your pain like an inconvenience. She doesn't rush your healing so you can go back to performing. She doesn't need you to be perfect just to be present. She sits with you in the fog. She listens without judging. And she holds space, not just for who you are today but for who you're trying to become. You drop the mask and instead of backing away she sees more clearly. And you feel it, that shift, that safety. That rare moment where you're not performing, you're not fixing, you're just being. And she meets you there, no hesitation. She doesn't try to solve you. She doesn't throw advice like bandages. She lets you bleed if that's what you need, but stays close enough so you don't bleed alone. A lot of people want your highlights. Not many can handle your lows. But the one who loves you. She sees the storm and she chooses to stand in it with you. She's not impressed by the mask. She's moved by the man underneath it. Even when you disappoint her. Even when you're lost in your own mess. Even when you forget how to lead, she doesn't abandon you. She reminds you of who you are, gently, without shame. And the best part? She doesn't weaponize what she learns in your weak moments. She doesn't store it for later to throw in your face. She protects it, holds it like something sacred. Because to her, your vulnerability isn't ammunition, it's access. You want to know if she's real? Watch how she treats you when you've got nothing to offer. No energy, no plan, no strength left to fake it. Does she turn cold? Or does she get closer? She doesn't love the version of you the world claps for. She loves the version nobody sees, the raw, unfiltered, cracked edges you don't post about. That's how you know it's love. Not because she sticks around when things are good, but because she refuses to leave when you've got every reason to believe she should. She's not there out of guilt. She's not staying out of fear. She's there because her heart recognizes yours, even when you forget what it sounds like. And brother, if you ever find a woman who can love you there, in that space of silence, struggle, and searching, don't run from it. Because that kind of love isn't loud. It's loyal. When a woman really loves you, she doesn't drift with the wind. She anchors herself in your storm. If this hit your spirit, if any of these signs made you think of someone, past or present, drop the word anchor in the comments. Let's see how many men out there still believe in real love. Not the flashy kind, but the kind that stays. If this spoke to something real in you, if you felt that kind of love or you're still holding out for it, hit subscribe right now.